Yo, what's up? I just wanted to make a quick video giving my 2 cents on Ghost of Yotei, and explain why I'm done with the game, and I will not be playing any more of it. I'm gonna wait for the Legends DLC next year, and I will return to the game then and play Legends, but in terms of the campaign, single player, whatever you want to call it, I'm around 23, 24 hours into the game, and I'm done. I'm not gonna continue to play the game or finish it. Just for context, I will explain why. Just for context, um, huge fan of Ghost of Tsushima. I played the game through twice. I played it on release. Um, Loved it. I played it then again when the director's cut version released. I played through with with the DLC. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I played Legends a shit ton. A lot of hours went into the Legends mode of the first game, and yeah, the story, the gameplay, everything about the first game was very very good. Jin was a compelling character. His story was very good. The side characters were interesting. Combat was good. Story, the mission structure, the game was well paced, and just generally it was a very all round experience and an enjoyable game. Very enjoyable. And when they announced Yotai, I'm in the game right now. I was very excited, but also skeptical. I really think they could have followed Jin's story more. Jin's story did not feel like it came to an end. Well, that story arc came to an end, but it was very much left open. So like Jin's story could continue in some way. So that was a bit strange when the game was set hundreds of years later, different protagonist and whatever. Um, but I was excited. Like I'm a sucker for revenge stories, right? And all the marketing for this game has shown how it's going to be like this bloody revenge story, um, and it's not going that way. We'll get into that. Let's start off with what's good about the game. Obviously, combat is a high point. The weapon styles, they've expanded the combat. Not a lot, really, but, like, the different weapons are essentially just another way of, instead of it being stances, it's different weapons. It's essentially the same thing from Ghost of Tsushima. But it is nice, being able to wield different weapons, That is nice. And obviously, let me travel up over here. Um, the game's visuals are like, well, just it speaks for itself, really. The game's visuals are very impressive. The game looks very nice, but the game's boring as all fucking hell, though. Like, okay, let's start off with Atsu, and I'm leaving politics out of this. Okay, like this is something that we're gonna leave politics out of this. I don't want to bring politics into it. Like, if anyone knows about the politics behind this game, like, trust me, I'm fully aware, and I do not agree with that, and it pisses me off. But we're gonna avoid politics for now. So Atsu, as a character, in my opinion, is extremely fucking unlikable. I do not like Atsu as a character. Her entire motivation is that her family were murdered. Yet when she gets a chance to exact her revenge, she's like, oh, okay, like no, she just fucking doesn't. And then, oh, spoilers, when Jubei, her brother, is alive, she has a deadpan, no reaction to the fact that her brother she thought was dead was alive. She is a very, very bland, unlikable character. All of her interactions with people are just completely just nail it home for me that she's an unlikable protagonist. I do not like her as a protagonist, which just already doesn't bode well for the game. Because, like, how am I supposed to play through a 40-plus hour game with a protagonist that I do not fucking like, you know? And that also leads into the story and how, for the past 4 hours of gameplay, I've been skipping every single cutscene. Because there's a lot of exposition, a lot of the conversations seem fucking pointless or uninteresting. There are literally zero interesting characters in this game. Zero. None of the characters are compelling or interesting in any way. Like the Kitsune, the spoilers of the Yotei 6. Obviously, what's her name? Oyuki, the real Kitsune, who literally took part in killing her family, is now her ally for some fucking backwards, poor reason, right? It's so fucking dumb. But then the replacement Kitsune is literally like a throwaway character. Like, oh, he's her student, blah blah blah. Yeah, but like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Like, he's completely irrelevant then. Like, his backstory is nothing. You don't learn anything about him apart from the fact that he's um, Saito's spy master. He's Oyuki's, or whatever her name is, his student. And that's literally all we know about him, and that he leads the Nine Tails. Like, that's it. There is zero, like, interest in him as a character, and then he was, like, given this big moment of being a boss, and it was just completely fucking pointless. And, like, none of these characters are interesting. Like, none of them are interesting. I do not give a shit about any of these people. Any of these people. I don't care about any of them. I forget half of them exist until I need to upgrade something, right? Like, I just forget about it. And as good as the combat is, the mission structure involves, like, a lot of, oh, walk here, pick this up, do this, talk to this person, walk here, look at this, talk to this person, walk here, talk, like, there's a very repetitive mission structure going on. And I feel like 80% of the time, I'm not even engaging in what made Tsushima so good. Like, Tsushima was extremely well done in its combat and in all of that shit. Like, there was a lot of agency in the gameplay and the combat when you were raiding enemy outposts or duels or, like, the combat. All of this, like, it feels 80% to 20%. 80% of it is literally just walking around, talking to people, and not engaging in what makes the game so good, which is its combat. All of the, like, the side quests are uninteresting because all the characters are poorly written. Like, and I'm disappointed about it because I spent £70 on this game. And for the past 10 hours, it feels like I've been forcing myself to play it, and I can't do it anymore. Like, I refuse to do it. Like, is there a fucking bear over there? Like, I just can't do it anymore. And this is, I'm not going to get into politics, but, like, you know, Atsu is a certain way with women that she's not with men. Just saying, like, it's very evident. Like, Atsu is a certain way with male characters and then a very different way with female characters. Like, it's very evident. But I don't want to get into politics, but genuinely, like, long story short, okay, the combat is good, the visuals are good, but this game lacks all of the heart, all of the charm, all of the things that made Tsushima so compelling. Like, this just is not it. Like, it's not it. And yes, it's a beautiful game. Yes, the combat is extremely engaging and extremely fun. But all those other things bring it down so much. And you hear it thrown around like innovation. There is literally like zero innovation here. Zero innovation. Or maybe you could argue some things have been innovated on. But like the combat is like like minimally changed combat. The parkour is the same. Traversal is the same. Like, all these things are what makes this game extremely mid and mediocre. And at 25, between 23 and 25 hours in, I'm done. I'm extremely fucking bored, and I feel like I'm forcing myself to play the game because I spent money on it. So I feel like I have to play it, but I can't. I cannot do it anymore. Like, and my main criticism is like the writing, the story, and the characters are unbelievably fucking boring and badly written. It's unreal, like how bad the fucking story is in this game. Coming from the first game, which I know a lot of people, some people think the story in the first game was bad. The story in Tsushima was extremely interesting, based on a historical period. The story of like conflict between one's morals and beliefs, and what needs to be done in order to save people. Like all that's interesting. Atsu's story of revenge, but really it's revenge is bad bullshit, which is fucking getting old, really brings this game down because I don't have any type of, regardless of like, if I wanted to play the combat, I could go back and play Tsushima. I could go back and play Legends, which is what I'm going to do with this. I'm not finishing the campaign in this game. I'm waiting for Legends 2, and then I'll play Legends 2 when it drops. But unfortunately, this game is extremely fucking boring. Extremely boring. But that's my opinion, you know. But to me, this game is extremely fucking boring. I've no interest in exploring. Like, the combat can only carry it for so long. The characters, the writing, the mission structure, it's all just fucking ass. And it's a shame because I really, really wanted this game to be good. And also, don't advertise your game as a gritty revenge story if the message is going to be revenge is fucking bad. Like, don't do that. But like, yeah, my ramble's over. That's it. I'm done. It was really incoherent. I had no fucking structure to this. I was just rambling. But I'm done. Wait for Legends. Play Legends when it drops. Like that's the plan. You can form your own opinion, but I really don't think this game is worth the 70. I regret spending that money on this game because 25 hours in, I'm done. Like I don't want to play this game anymore, and I won't. So that's my 2 cents on it. I tried my best. I did avoid, political things for the most part, even though it's fucking very evident. Yeah, that's it. Peace. Spend your money on something other than this. Go play a good indie game or something. Right. Or wait for Legends. Get the game when Legends 2 drops. That's all I gotta say, really. Peace.